Hey, it's a Matt Damon Monday because I'm running on Duncan. I'm Dominic D'Angelo at freeshows.com, scoops.com, and studio1sports.com. I'm here with Mr. Robert Karplus, WD Creative _ish. Robert, how's your Monday? Are you a Hoosier today?
I am a Hoosier today.
Mm.
Just happy to see, Miami lose.
Oh. See, I am a U guy deep down, Robert, because Vincent Testaverde was the Heisman winner for the Miami Hurricanes. So,
As a Gator, I'm going to not support any other university within the state.
that's
It's
fair.
just
That's fair.
it's the nature. Let me put it this way: I don't dislike Miami as much as I dislike others.
Yeah, that's fair.
Is that a fair way to put it? Is that a nice little compromise right there? I despise and detest Florida State.
I don't like Florida State either.
Like if it was Florida State against Al Qaeda, I don't know who I'm rooting for. Miami, generally, it's like they're whatever they are.
They pop up.
Let's put it this way: I've guest lectured at the University of Miami, so
wow. Wrestling talk or lawyer talk?
Lawyer talk, not as much fun as it would be to go host a class about that. Indiana, number one, I do love their policy on Declan McMahon. Remember he was there for a short window of time.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah. That didn't work out. Like it's nice that clearly the cast of Necessary Roughness won because their average age, I want to say, was like 60.
It was up there.
Those are some grown ass men playing football.
Legit, they were like 23 years old was the average age for that team. I think it was.
That plus when Miami played Florida earlier this college season, Miami was not that impressive.
No.
And I went, you know what? They're a very beatable team. Indiana was running roughshod over people, and a buddy of mine, his dad went to Indiana. He surprised him with tickets. They went to the game last night, and I'm like, that's a nice little father-son moment to get to take him for that. That being said, we'll say hi to the folks joining us here. Who this is not Grill and JR. We're talking football the whole time while trying to avoid Devon Dudley allegations. I'm kidding. They're all buddies. E says, "Was up." 15. That's the wrong one. It says 15 more days till the Muppet Show special on February 4th. When is the big Vito versus Dom match?
That's right. I had Big Vito on last night with RVD. Seriously, Robert, I've never laughed so hard at during an RVD show. He was hilarious, Big Vito. Check it out. It's going to be up on rvdtv.com later today, 4:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As a matter of fact.
Wanna Breeze says, "Hello, RNI. How about Trey Miguel's AEW run?" Boy, there's a lot of rumor and innuendo about.
There's a lot.
Here's all that we know as concrete, legitimate, specific fact. The Rascals were signed to AEW. Brian Alvarez, trusted source, the most rock solid. You could take that to the bank. Had said that higher ups, not Tony Khan, so we don't know higher ups from Warner Discovery, who it was, supposedly made the decision that Trey Miguel was not going to continue within AEW. There's some rumor and innuendo about it could have been related to comments or allegations related to comments that he made years ago. I don't know any of it. We're not gonna get into hearsay, speculation, libel, slander, all that good stuff here. Rest of the Rascals, we'll see what's going to happen with those folks there. I know Zach Wentz had gone through some issues at NXT for some things that were taken out of context or posted that he thought were just being jokey, and people took it the other way. And that's when you're in that sort of a public performance situation. It can happen, and it's very tough for people to separate art from artist and know what's within the confines of a joke and what's not. When we would do wrestle roasts and we would be roasting people, there are jokes and things that are on there that were absolutely off color and rude, but they were under the confines of these are roasts, these are not what we personally think and believe and feel. That's sort of the differentiator line right there.
Right. Yeah, it's always a sticky situation, especially if you're like in a private situation and you're just goofing around or whatever it may be.
Well, hold on. The private situation, public, private doesn't matter where it is. If you're saying something genuinely that's hateful and awful,
Oh yeah.
it's not like, well, as long as no one's, as long as
No, as long as no one's around to hear it. Yeah, that's
but just in any circumstance, especially when you're putting something out there publicly that's going to be perceived as being really hateful or inappropriate, it's not a great look across the board. Let's be kind to one another, and we'll see what Dre Owens has to say. Hello,
hey.
sick, but made the live show. When will
Oh,
Finn Balor get his title back? Dre, we hope you feel better. We haven't thrown you out yet.
yes.
Cammy Star says, after morning, who forgot to pay the heating bill?
Robert, it's freezing up here. It's legit.
It's 71 here. I got nothing. I got no leg to stand on.
Man.
And Wrestling Old Head says, good after morning, RNI. Maxine thought Natty was her Miyagi. Turns out she was just Terry Silver. And Willie Thornbrew says, I think we all will remember where we were when Natty turned heel. Fun fact.
Oh.
I haven't thought about Natty as a competitor in WWE in quite some time. I know that she's been doing a lot of the stuff on the indies, but she hasn't been top of mind. It was yesterday morning that my wife said, "Hey, how's the one female wrestler with the kitchen that we really like?" I was like, "Oh, Natty.
Kitchen?
I don't know what Natty's doing." And then she was on Raw. So clearly,
Did you tour her kitchen or something? Did I miss this?
she was on one of those total diva show things, and it was like I randomly had it on for a few moments, and we saw it, and I DM'd Natty and TJ to talk about their kitchen and who they used for their design, what company, and some of the backsplash information, things like that. 69305 says, my wife went to so I was kind of adopted by them, but still UCF Knights for life. You clicked on the wrong one, but that's fine. To be fair, my wife and most of my best friends are all UCF Knights, so I dislike them the least.
Just with like Dante Culpepper, he was an alumni there.
Dante Culpepper and the guys who created Tijuana Flats.
Oh, really?
Random facts that we're throwing out here today.
I was drunk in spring break in Orlando, and I lied to a girl and told her I was from UCF.
So some of these thoughts you can just keep in your brain hole. You don't have to spout them out loud. Fun fact: I went to a UCF Knights football game when I was in college, and the section that we were sitting in, for whatever reason, the seats we got were part of like the engineering block. I don't know how we got them. We bought them, whatever. And my buddies and I were there, and they were like, "Oh, engineering team, you guys are the ones who are going to be making the tunnel for the second half that the players are going to come through." So I'm like, "Yes, we are." So I went out onto the field with all the UCF folks, and they're all making the tunnel for the players, and I'm fully doing a full-on gator chomp, on their UCF field as their players are coming out.
That's fantastic, Robert. Was Raw fantastic last night for you, as it hailed from Belfast, Ireland?
It was fantastic in the fact that it was an afternoon show, which I can totally get behind. Yes. I love these afternoon shows because, number one, I got to watch the the college national championship game and flip back and forth between the regular game and the McAfee version.
How was the McAfee version?
It's Pat.
Yeah, it's Pat.
I like Pat. We've been buds for quite a while, but 3 hours that with his buddies is a lot.
It can be. I like Pat too. But it's a lot to kind of watch for 3 hours. But I'm with you. Like, I did like this Raw. It kind of felt like they're finally cooking up here for Royal Rumble Road to WrestleMania kind of vibes. I was getting it last night.
Yeah. So, we don't have to go moment by moment, but we'll pull it up here. So Gunther opening the show, announcing that he is going to be entering the Royal Rumble. And then AJ Styles going out there and challenging him, and him just saying no. Like, he's the first person ever to use wrestling logic, which is,
right.
I am not pulling double duty. I'm focused on winning the Royal Rumble. I already beat you. Like, piss off.
See ya.
And then keeps pushing and pushing and pushing until, okay, I'll challenge you, but you got to put your career on the line.
Yeah, which I thought was great. Like, that's nice. that's kind of how you establish Gunther as this kind of world beater that we've been missing. I think you make him put AJ's career on the line, put the feet to the fire aspect of it all, and it just speaks more so of Gunther being goofy and like Milos goofy, and more like him just being confident. So, and I like how they kind of set that tone last night with him.
By the way, I would absolutely have Gunther win, retire AJ Styles, win the Royal Rumble, and be the #1 heel in the company going into WrestleMania.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, to be honest.
Screw it, dude. Let's see what happens, man.
I'd love to see a farewell tour for AJ, but like if you're making something really, really significant out of it, why not have it happen?
You know, I had said that. I said when he first announced that he was doing his retirement tour, I go, they haven't announced a date. It wouldn't shock me if it just randomly happened at some point in time, for a couple reasons. Number one, I think that really would be the what a moment kind of gut punch. Remember when Shawn lost to Taker? I didn't think Shawn was going to lose that match. I'm like, oh wow, how are they getting out of the stip? And then Shawn was just like, nope, I'm gone. And we were like, oh, I guess this is a real retirement.
Yeah.
So, you know, what dream match is there still left for AJ Styles in WWE?
He's faced everybody.
He's faced everyone. I don't think there's anybody new or young that we're like, oh man, if it'd be so fantastic if we got him versus fill in the blank.
Has he fought Punk before?
I don't think they've had a one-on-one match.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one I can't think of that I would kind of be like, oh, that'd be neat to see. But
I think that might be the only one. But that's, yeah, I mean, that'd be a fun kind of old guy match.
Yeah.
I would dig it. But I think that the gut punch, that moment of if Gunther beat if Gunther beat AJ Styles at Royal Rumble and then goes on to win the Royal Rumble and treats it seriously, that is some nuclear heat.
Absolutely. Would he lose momentum if he lost to AJ at Royal Rumble?
Yes.
I agree with you. I think
if that's the challenge and he goes in there and he loses, then like what was the point of all this? So we shall see Maxine with Natalya, who decided to show up, versus Becky Lynch. And wouldn't you know it, that damn Natty Neidhart turned on Maxine many months after we thought this was going to happen.
Yes, we got the nasty Natty showing up finally, which I like. Hopefully we'll get more of the what we saw in the independent blood sport scene going on with her, you know, because I think that's the right tone to hit with her, especially against somebody like Maxine. Makes a lot of sense. And yeah, I just like the setup for this too, Robert. So it'll be interesting.
A lot of people announced for the Royal Rumble. It's a lot like Michael Scott declaring bankruptcy. You just yell it and it suddenly happens.
Yes.
Jay declaring for the Royal Rumble, which leads to the New Day getting pissed that they're not getting a tag title shot. And now there's a 4-way next week for the #1 contendership. Did they announce who the 4 teams actually are?
I didn't notice if they did.
I mean, I thought Tozawa and Otis were getting a shot at the tag titles.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
I guess they thought they came to their senses. But,
well, did you notice too during the Jay promo after he got done, Cole teased a little potential tension between him and Jimmy because Jay overstated that he spoke for both him and Jim about entering the Royal Rumble or something. Did you notice that? And do you think that's something to think about?
I mean, I feel like this story eventually is going to end in the way that we don't necessarily want it to end, but we will see. The Vision versus Mysterio, Penta, and Dragon Lee. There was the runner throughout the night about Adam Pearce having suspended Braun Breaker, who I guess just really needed the week off.
That might have been it, right?
And yeah, the Pierce is he's kind of fun in this role, and the brass knuckles coming into play, and Pierce accidentally dropping them and then being used, and you beat I don't love beating the Vision, but
I don't either. Yeah,
I guess this is where we're gonna go.
I will say they feel more like a faction week in and week out. Like I was getting that good, cool vibe with them, where it's just like, all right, these guys feel like a cohesive unit right now. I love the confrontation between Heyman and Pierce in the back with the Vision behind him, and Logan Paul's just standing there taking pictures of us with his phone and just staring down Pierce. Just nice little touches like that really add to the character of that faction. So I'm all for what they're kind of doing, and it seems like they're finally kind of finding their path here. vision, if you will.
God, I was so ready to agree with you, and then you had to throw that in there at the end. Io and Rhea went out there. Whenever they keep saying Monday Night Rio, I keep thinking Riho is showing up
Yeah, right.
because she ain't doing anything anywhere else. So, but no, I don't want her on TV. This gets interrupted by the Judgment Day. I liked the segment earlier in the show to set up the main event where Liv Morgan made peace with Roxanne Perez in the
Mhm.
I didn't trust you. I thought you were a scumbag and a liar and like trash. But I guess you're fine,
You're
even though
cool
you
now.
are like a scumbag and a liar and all this other stuff. And I guess Raquel was really leaning into being Diesel in the big mommy cool thing.
Yeah, I like it. I'm for
It's
it.
fine. Everybody's in the Rumble. The narrative of how can you trust Rhea? She's going to turn on you. She turned on me, and the Royal Rumble is more important to her than the tag titles because, well, duh.
I mean, what tag team titles are better off? The AEW Women's Tag Team titles or the WWE Women's Tag Team titles?
The WWE Women's Tag Team titles, because I think we'll get to what I think is going to happen later on in the show. There was a Bailey and Lyra segment about them entering the Royal Rumble, so it's a lot of tag teams trying to find a way to work together. El Grande Americano versus Javon Evans. I did a quick Google search before we got on here. It seems as though Javon Evans is not severely injured. Yes, he got hurt in the match, but he's okay. But scary moment, and it would have been a real shame to lose that guy this early into this.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully he's all okay. And yeah, it's a bummer like when matches like that stop and but thankfully he's good. It's interesting. Real quick, Vito mentioned on RVD how the slimmer body types and everything like that, he thinks that's a reason that we see more injuries nowadays than what we have in the past. And I thought that was an interesting take that I never really heard before. Like just the slimmer, more, muscle tight body types that we have nowadays in comparison to yesteryear. And there could be a point to some of that.
Well, I think part of it is that part of it is the type of bumps that these guys are taking is such that you're potentially going to wind up hurting your shoulder a lot. That you land, it pops funny, and then you're in real pain right there.
Yes.
Someone who may be in real pain at the Royal Rumble is AJ Styles, who accepted the challenge.
Right.
And I like I'm going to go call my wife. And that was the most believable moment, perhaps in the history of wrestling. I'm going to put my career on line and kick this guy's ass. But you know what? I'm going to check with the missus first.
There's the health aspect. There's the monetary aspect that goes all with that. A marriage is a relationship of two people.
Well, there go all our listeners in Utah. Main event. CM Punk, Finn Balor. Dom, did you enjoy this match?
I love this match. Probably my favorite match of the year so far. I know we're early on, but definitely my favorite match of the year. How about you?
A guy who looks suspiciously like me 1 week ago predicted what I thought was going to happen. And all the pieces seem to line up point by point. That Liv Morgan was going to be directing her and Roxanne going for the tag titles, Raquel going after the women's world title. Dom has the Intercontinental title. The only guy who's not going to ultimately have a title is Finn Balor, and they're going to start questioning his loyalty. And you got a great babyface versus babyface match where not only did Finn Balor come short, they shook hands after. That does not feel very Judgment Day-y. So I think this may lead to the excommunication of Finn Balor as a heel in the Judgment Day stable, and a babyface Finn challenging Dom by WrestleMania time.
I love it. And I love the aspect, too, that they did tease that in a roundabout way with bringing his old theme music back. Punk, at times in the match, was leaning into being the heel of the match. And I thought that was a lot of fun. But, yeah, and I just like Punk's kind of just old school psychology that he uses in the bout with Finn. And Finn's just athletic, looks great. That crowd was electric for him. It had the crowd really, really fooled at some of those false finishes, and it was just a blast of a match. Glad we got to see it on Raw actually too, because it just Punk looks great with the title on, I think too. So it just I think overall, this main event, in tandem with what happened earlier on with Gunther and AJ and everybody, I like this Raw a lot and thought it's set the right tone here as we get to the road to WrestleMania.
So I know Dre Owens is sick.
Mm-hmm.
And we should be nice to him because he's infirm and recuperating. He posted Judgment Day will drop Finn and add Chris Jericho playing Judas. Dre Owens is now
Wow.
banned.
I love that, Dre. I love it. Make it happen. I think that would be a really cool way to kind of reintroduce Jericho, actually, to be honest. Because we teased him maybe with thinking maybe Logan Paul and stuff like that earlier on. This is like how the direction of the vision and where that's going. If you bring Jericho into the Judgment Day, it would be a neat little sidetrack for that faction and kind of like a reinvention for that faction too.
I will. I guess we'll.
Well,
I guess we'll see. Or Jericho shows up, first match in, Gunther retires him. Let's just make this a thing.
He just immediately shows up for one day night, has a match,
Yes.
and he's gone already.
We start calling Gunther Del Boca Vista because he is the retirement plan for so many people. Yeah, I thought the match was great. Finn is a very good babyface. He's a killer heel, but he's a very good babyface.
Yes.
The idea that Punk cut that promo of, I know this is an away game, and that's okay. Let the crowd know, like, yeah, you're gonna cheer for your guy here. I totally get it. I'm not turning heel. I'm not gonna do anything heelish, but you as the audience are gonna back your hometown boy, and you should.
Yeah.
And they gave him every reason to. Whereas we had said going into SmackDown on Friday, I was fully convinced Drew was going to let them cheer for him, and then he was going to tell them to piss off. And that's exactly what he did. That was the smart play there. This was the smart play here. Curious to see where they move going forward. Dre Owens, trying to redeem himself, says Hobbs is going to the New Day after they kick out Waller.
I don't know if I'd like Hobbs in the New Day, to be honest. I don't think I would.
No, because then it's Hobbs in the New Day. I don't disagree with the impulse of wanting to put him in a stable.
Mm-hmm.
But if anything, maybe he winds up in the Judgment Day.
Devin says Big P. Powerhouse Hobbs. Don't know if that'd be a great name.
Nope, you're in trouble with that. Dom, there's some other news that you had flagged in here, but because you sent the rundown 30 seconds before we went live, I have not gotten a chance to dig into it.
You're going to like this one, Robert. We're to talk about rumor and innuendo. This is a rumor and a half that you have to take as a big, big rumor. Rumors suggest Elon Musk is in early talks to purchase WWE from the TKO group with potential integration between WWE content and Musk's X account platform, speculated. This is skepticism going on. So speculative. No credible evidence or official statement supports the claim of Musk's interest in buying WWE, with wrestling outlets labeling the rumor as substantiated social media chatter. I just thought this was an interesting rumor to pop up out here. How would you envision Elon Musk if he were to take over TKO and WWE, Robert?
Wait, nothing about what you just said makes any sense, other than the fact that you don't know how to say unsubstantiated, which
I did
totally aligns.
I flubbed that real bad.
I can understand Elon's desire to acquire WWE and WWE content to put on X.
Right.
I think that they need a reason for people to constantly want to utilize the app. I know that Paul Heyman has always joked, when Elon Musk colonizes Mars, WWE is going to run the first show on there. That's a wild one,
isn't it? I never. So credit to SE Scoops. This is where the rumor article started here. I didn't see anything online, but I got to admit too, I wasn't really seeking out to find stuff like that.
I've not had a chance to really dig into this and figure out what the genesis of any of it is.
Yeah. So this was unaware to me until I saw this actual article on SE Scoop. So take a gander. People are having a little fun here at the bare minimum with it, but it'd be very weird if Elon Musk were to take over WWE. Let's just say that.
I mean, look, it's a recognizable brand. It's it's a company that their audience follows wherever they are. Dom, it's
True.
because of these people. At one point in my life, I had to download Tout.
Oh my God, you had to download Tout?
Yes.
I never even
So,
tried that.
what?
I didn't try Tout. I didn't tout.
Well, I've tried Tout. It's why we know what Stacker 2 is, or the JVC Kaboom Box, or Kestrel GTX. Wrestling fans are very loyal. It is, and we are a stalking horse piece of content. Wherever we are on, people will go and seek it out.
Right.
I would imagine that was why AMC went and signed TNA. It's a big reason why the Turner organization or Warner Discovery gave Tony Khan 4 hours of primetime television. The Netflix deal, the USA deal, the Fox deal. It doesn't totally strain credibility that someone like Elon Musk would say, well, I want to draw eyeballs to my platform. These are guys who draw eyeballs. And
Yeah.
it's going to be cheaper than the NFL or Major League Baseball. If you go and read the ESPN book, those guys have all the fun. They talk about how ESPN acquired a lot of sort of fringe sports programming like darts, like pool, like track and field, because you want content. You want things that people are going to go out and seek. They aired wrestling. It's how I used to watch
AWA.
I used to watch the GWF on there.
Yeah.
And
Colonel De Beers. Shout out to Colonel De Beers, everybody.
I was going to shout out to the Dark Patriot, but fine.
Ooh.
Or the handsome handsome stranger. Or Scotty Flamingo.
I never heard of that guy.
I've said talented guy. Devin Dowling dropping a Lugs reference in 2026.
Heavens to Betsy.
Yes, there was definitely some Lugs. And think back just to how many 10-10-220 and 10-10-321 commercials there were.
Oh my gosh.
Or your 1-800 collect or 1-800 call. It was call ATT, I believe.
Yeah.
It was wild.
Carrot Top. Who were the mascots for that? Carrot Top.
Mr. T was all over that.
Yeah.
There was Rent-A-Center was a big thing.
Hogan brother.
They had Hogan on there. Mr. T would do those as well. Wrestling Office says Mentos. Mentos were everywhere.
Mentos was the fresh maker all over the place.
Still are.
Yes.
I do enjoy a good Mentos.
That's how I go around Bloomfield, is like a Mentos commercial.
Problem with that package is once you pop the first one out, like it doesn't maintain its structural integrity.
No.
And you wind up getting lint in the pack. Like, you can't really put a lid on it. But we're gonna put a lid on this episode here today. Wrestling Hood says the Mentos song is forever in my head. See, for me, all I think of is the Foo Fighters.
Why the Foo Fighters? Wait, what am I missing on that one?
Really?
Went over my head. We're gonna have to talk off air about this.
Yes, the Foo Fighters music video.
Nope, sorry, I missed it.
I'm gonna have to send this to you right now.
Everlong. It's a good tune. I just never seen the music video.
No, it wasn't Everlong. It was Big Me.
Oh, okay.
Who said Everlong? No, Everlong, beautiful song, by the way. Song that I wanted to use for my first dance, my wedding, and that got quickly vetoed. It's a fine song, but it's tough to dance to. It's great for a video montage.
Yeah.
But no, it was Big Me, and then people would pelt the Foo Fighters with Mentos.
Oh, interesting.
They were not fans. But Dom will watch it between now and tomorrow, and we'll talk about it tomorrow, as we do every Monday through Friday at noon Eastern on a plethora of platforms, including WWCreative_ISHX account, the @SEScoops account, the @Dominic D'Angelo X account, and on YouTube on Rumor and Innuendo, Podcast Heat, and ad-free shows. What a dynamite episode this was, and tomorrow will be a dynamite preview. So on behalf of the most haberdashered co-host in all of wrestling podcasting, Mr. Dominic D'Angelo, I'm Robert Karpolis. Best of luck in your future endeavors.
The Ayatollah of Del Boca Vista.
Shh.